Hi guys, cPho here with progress on the Port Vandermeer build. I've come a long way. I've figured out the cut and paste issue that I had before. You might recall I was having difficulty adding modules on before, where it was crashing the computer. Well, I've figured that out. So these modules are added onto it and part of it. The drums. The lights are still docked modules. Right. So the process that I'm going through is I'm trying to put these cut and paste marks in uniform size chunks. I'm just experimenting at the moment with what size that can be. This one's 11 high, 95 deep. It's always 95 because it's 95 from that point to the mirror point on the other side. And 35 this one was, from edge to edge. So then I can very easily cut it the way I need to cut it. That needs to be 35. Remove mode. Yeah, make sure that that actually fits over those marks like so by clicking the remove mode. Then you click copy, copy that chunk, and then I already put these marks in here, which are duplicates, which match up to it. So you go down to the opposite side one on this side of it, click on paste, click off paste so it's not doing stupid things to you. Check that that's all seamless. You can easily check that because these 2 points are now lined up, and likewise these 2 points are now lined up, which means all the rest of it is followed. So we now have a full 11 high cross section of the other one in place. Like so. Turn that back down to 9. Now we've got this one here and that one there represents your new paste area. Do that on all of them, on all sides. And we've got something to line up to, so we'll come across to here for this one. Pretty sure I've set it up so that that will work. Turn that back down to 9. Get rid of that. There's that point and that point. Sorry, that point and that point, which you can cut paste from. So you've now got a section being that point, that point, that point, and that point. That's your cut side. So you want to go to your paste side and do the same thing, which is going to be actually what we might do to make it a little easier to see. So we want that point, put that in there. Alright, so the red is your receive, the green is your cut. So let's try that as a section and you'll see how that all works. So I don't know exactly how wide that is yet at this point, so let's figure that out first. It'll be pretty large, so click that to remove mode up there. So it's not quite that large, so I can do it, that's good. It needs to be 11 tall, and it'll be something like, by the looks of it, about 112. Not maybe a bit more than that, 115, 117, 118. Okay, so that's that total area highlighted. I know that it's 95 deep, because it's always 95 deep on this particular one. So I now have that section ready to cut. So click on copy, copy that as a section, ready to paste. So come back over here, I copied on that part over there, that node just there that I'm illuminating with red, which the duplicate point is this point. It'll be in front of there, so I need to go to the opposite corner in order to paste it, which is that red one down the bottom over there. So fly all over here, zoom zoom zoom. Alright, ready to paste right there. You can come off, so you'll be putting a block in there. So to do that, paste, put your cursor in that point, paste, click off paste, otherwise it keeps trying to paste everywhere. You see a block has now appeared there, which is, of course, a motorbike going to fly past, sorry about that. My goodness, get a real bike. Alright, so you can see there's a block in there now, which is the equivalent of that block over there. It's now been placed in there. That block up there is the equivalent of that block in there, which means all your other parts should have followed. And they have. So, 11 high and the full size works. You can see we're starting to get a really good cross section of this now. All of the shield systems in here are functional. They're all pasted in there nicely. And this gives you a good idea of what's going on inside this thing as well. You can see that there's power in there, shields in there. That's what's going on over here. So you've got this whole thing filled with vertical rods of power generators. Yes, I took the lazy way out, sorry. Sue me. And that's all filled with shields in there. As you can see, that actually, these shields go up around the top of this drum as well and fill that whole section, so that's why it's got so much shield. So yeah, that works. On to the next one. And as you can see, the one on the end there is a larger module. It's having its lights attached as we speak, and it's much bulkier than the other two. The one in the middle is the one that you've already seen. You've already seen us building that one. It's the one with the deep space scanner in it. The one closest to us is a smaller version of it. Well, basically the same, it just doesn't have the deep space scanner. And the one on the end is what will become the middle one. So there's 5 of these on each side of the shipyard. So it's going to become the middle one. It's got a hangar in the middle of it, as you can see, and it's very reinforced compared to the other two. Quite rigid, lots of armor, and it's actually designed so that it can be a standalone module and a station all by itself in other designs. So the hangar itself is coming along quite well. It's got all of its force field mechanics in place now. They're just wiring it up. So you can see inside the hangar there's going to be multiple levels accessible by elevators, so you can fly a smaller craft in there and it can be taken down into lower levels and worked on. And as I said, they're just in the process of wiring it all, wiring all the mechanics in. The power and the shield is fully operational on this module. The living quarters are fully operational. You can see the spotlights on this one are attached slightly differently, and because they're enclosed, they've got a radiation system out the back, like as in a heat radiation system out the back, because this entire thing will be an enclosed module to house various machinery and systems. associated with the dock, the hangar I should say. The AMS turrets are being connected on the back here, as you can see. Messis, sorry, is still overseeing the last stages of the development of this hangar, and then it will become obsolete. This hangar will become the construction and delivery point for materials for the rest of the build. And Messis can bugger off back where it came from. And one other thing that I wanted to show you guys was that we've just started to connect the actual beam turrets, which connect to those cylindrical turret points that you can see on either side of the axis points. You can see one right near the sun now, and then there's another one on the other side of it, of that module, and then you can see on this end there's a turret attached facing towards one of the defense drones along that temporary docking arm. The two smaller modules still need some armour on the underside of them. You can see there's still some exposed shield systems and power systems and lighting associated with the living areas underneath them. But that will happen fairly soon. So yeah, I hope you like the progress, and if you do, leave a like. I love your comments, any comments that you've got. Catch you next time. cPho out.